Sunday the 19th, as my boys George and Jimmy just put it to me, 12:23 Eastern Standard Time. So it just turned Sunday the 30th. Woo! It's good to be back in Boston. Yeah. Now, do you know what commercial that's from?
Whoa.
I want to see which guy.
What the fuck is he on?
Tell me what commercial that's from. Somebody on the comment board, tell me what commercial from. That's a commercial out. Now,
Sure.
Strikeforce, all right?
Garbage. That's if we're playing word association.
No,
that card was garbage.
The heavyweight.
We're a heavy disappointment.
Yeah, they were heavy. But let's start with the first shit. Let's start with Valentin Overeem versus Chad
Stop.
Griggs.
That was a joke.
Retire.
Okay.
That Bama tapped out the strikes. KJ Noons was fucking giving birth on one side of his face. He had a nasty fucking Eves Edwards type and his fucking.
Stop. Hammer time. Shorty, we're talking about Valentin Overeem versus Chad Griggs.
That Bama tapped out to strikes, Kevin.
Oh, you mean to the guy who had? But I didn't want. I want to talk about his sideburns.
Oh,
What about him?
Huh?
That motherfucker doesn't give a shit. Chad
He's got.
Griggs.
If you guys didn't see the fight, this guy had sideburns like this. He had more burns than a shock trauma unit, Shorty. That shit's fast.
Overeem never made it to shock trauma.
Anyway, George found that fight very disinteresting.
No,
Is that a word?
Well, I mean, no, it's just he had no heart, man. I mean, who
tap out the
seriously
strikes?
in the strikes that he was
bad.
tapping out to? I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean,
It was bad. So you think that just
get rid of his ass.
you know what's
UFC
funny?
won't sign him.
Yeah, that's the key word. The UFC, Dana White's not going to sign a fighter like that. And I think Valentin, if he has hung in there and showed some heart, then he would have probably had a possibility of getting signed. But
Yeah, if
that's
he's
it.
fighting again, it's at some bar.
Right, it'll be at the bar.
Versus Jeff Monson.
Now let's move on to. Speaking of Jeff Monson, let's move on.
Kevin
to
and Jimmy's fight of the night.
It was a fight tonight.
That shit
Let me
was
tell you
great.
something, man. Daniel Cormier fought Jeff Monson, and they were throwing blows. It sounded like meat getting hit. It sounded like in Rocky when he was hitting the beef patties and shit. That shit was a good fight. How can you say that was not a good fight?
That was a great fight.
What is this?
I'm just being
The
quiet
only
listening
thing-
to you two talk.
What was
I don't
not
have
good
that.
about it?
It was sloppy. Both their stand-ups were sloppy. Neither.
No, Daniel Cormier.
Yes, it was. It was sloppy.
No.
It looked like shit.
I'll give it to him. It was a sloppy fight, but like I said last week, it was a great fight. It was an exciting fight.
It's
Right.
not great.
What? Go ahead. Explain
How
to
was that
us.
fight great? What was great about it?
Oh,
It was action.
Yeah, action.
Then
lot of blows back and forth.
They
You
hung
didn't
in
know
there.
Who was gonna win?
Nobody gave up.
You didn't know who was going to win? Shut the
No,
fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You were stupid. Leave. That's the dumbest shit you've ever said. You didn't know who was going to win.
Damn
Fucking
it.
Stevie Wonder could see who won that fucking fight. Shut
Was he
the
there? Was he in the audience?
No, he was judging it. See some people.
Cecil Dilated Peoples. Look, well, this is the thing, though. Daniel Cormier actually
Needs to cut to 205.
Yeah, now if Daniel Cormier cuts to 205, I think he'll be much more effective. His boxing was not that bad. I mean,
He's quick.
Yeah, he's quick. He showed decent skills. We've seen much sloppier.
Here's, I guess, my biggest disappointment with Cormier is he came out in the first 30 or 40 seconds and threw a leg kick and didn't throw another leg kick till the third round. He could have had that fight over in the second round.
That's a good point.
Because
Yeah,
the way
I'll give you
Monson
that.
was
I'll give
standing,
you that.
Monson wasn't squared up. Monson had some weird kind of, he was literally almost like this.
He was in an anarchist
It
stance.
was, don't
Look
call
it up
him
on
that.
Wikipedia.
Don't call him that.
Why? He doesn't
Because
like
he
to be
doesn't
called.
like it. But he
Why
wants
has
to
he got
spray
that big ass A on his back?
I don't know. But he wants to spray paint shit on government buildings. Dude, I don't.
I did like his tat that said "No Masters."
Yeah, and
You notice
something
that?
against authority. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, you're 40. Your best days are behind you.
He put up a good fight though.
Yeah,
Dude, he can take. He can take a punch. I heard he's
Yeah.
gonna fight Dan Severn next.
That'd be a good fight.
See, that's ignorant. That is fucking ignorant.
That's
A
why I
good
love
fight.
Jimmy. Well, let me ask you something.
Because you two
With these
think
two
a good
guys-
fight is a fucking tough man.
With-
Tough man
no,
doesn't-
Jimmy and I-
Tough man's not around anymore for a
I love
reason.
that shit.
man.
I'll see
Like I
Butterbean
said-
fight.
Like I
Huh?
said, tough man's on the undercard.
But this isn't
and then
it.
have the
Tough
real
man.
fights.
Right. Well, look.
Get
This
me
is,
entertained, man. Get me in the mood.
right.
And you
I
watch
agree.
porn.
Huh?
What mood do you need to be in to fucking watch people
George,
fight?
unfortunately, me and Jimmy are not like you with the porn situation. But I mean, I like to see a fight. You bitch constantly about GSP. Why?
Because he humps people to death and it's boring.
Well, that
What was the
opposite.
key word?
Yeah.
What was the last word you just said? Okay, now let's move on to the next fight. KJ Noons versus Jorge Masvidal. Is that right? Did I say
Yeah,
that right?
that was the
That was
most
a good
impressive
fight.
fight to me of the night.
Yeah. Now explain to me why that was the most impressive fight.
Because Jorge came out and did something I don't think anyone expected him to do, and he outboxed KJ Nunes from the opening bell to the end of the bell.
Bingo.
For 3 rounds. He just beat the shit out of him.
Now, let me ask you something.
I think he coasted a little bit in the 3rd round.
Yeah, he did.
There's
coast.
no-
I think he could have gone in for the kill, but
Right.
I think he did a GSP, and so he was up round 1 and up round 2. He's like, you know what? I'm still going to throw punches, still be somewhat aggressive,
Right.
but I'm not going to put myself in jeopardy.
Now, let me ask you something. Do you think that he was really impressive, or do you think KJ Nunes is rusty? What did you think?
I think it was the lack of hair flipping.
I don't know if it's so much about KJ Nunes being rusty.
George cracks me up.
It's,
man.
I just think that he needs a little more development.
Who
Truly,
knew?
I mean, what has he fought? 10 or 11 fights? I mean, he needs some development.
Nunes has only fought that many fights?
Yeah, I think his record was 9-2 coming in, so that makes him 9-3. He just looks like he needs a little bit more experience.
Well, this guy, Masvidal, is that it? Masvidal?
Yeah, he's
Taller than him.
impressive.
He was impressive, man. He was quick. He did some great counter punching. I mean, he said, I mean, basically, KJ Nunes is a boxer. He waited for him to go on the offense. Once he did that, he created openings, and this guy took advantage of the openings that KJ Nunes was creating. The one thing that we all agreed on, which is a miracle that all 3 of us can agree on anything, was that the 155 class will probably be the most stacked and best class, competitive class in the UFC now. Don't you?
I think it's going to be the best class in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just look, and by the world, I mean Strikeforce and UFC.
It's a small world.
Yeah, but
It's
I mean,
a monopoly.
it's huge in MMA.
It should.
there's only
Dana
one-
White just needs to put that black top hat on and get the white mustache. It's a monopoly short. Fucking just don't land on Park Place.
In Jimmy's somewhat defense to what he just said about KJ Nunes' experience, in fairness to KJ Nunes, he's beat Nick Diaz, he's beat Yves Edwards, he's beat some decent people going into this.
Eve. See,
No, it's just Yves.
Eve's, yeah, but it's
Whatever,
Eve
Yves.
Edwards.
Take the fucking ass off
Okay.
then.
You tell Greenbaum that in the camera right now.
Yeah,
'cause
fuck Greenbaum.
Let me tell you, Eves doesn't
I'm gonna
even know
hear
where
enough. We're gonna hear enough of Greenbaum with Fedor fights. Here's the H-bomb. Here's the H-bomb. Here's the H-bomb. He's not even fighting yet. The H-bomb's coming. It's 6 rounds away. Yes, we know. Relax. Fucking calm down. Take a deep breath. We get it.
It doesn't really matter because Yves Edwards doesn't even know how to spell his name after he got clocked last week.
He was doing the cabbage patch.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
working
shit.
that shit.
Anyway,
Shaking
KJ
away.
Nunes is yes. I think he needs to fight some more people, but will he get the opportunity now?
I don't know
yeah.
because he struggled as
Why?
of late.
He's got 2 losses in a row
I think that
to Nick Diaz
He-
and Masvidal.
he's an exciting fighter. He comes forward, and 2, he's a guy who's going to speak
Fucking
well. He
pretty.
looks good. He's from a marketability standpoint.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
loves
pluses.
that.
That's
They
a
love
pretty
that.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a good-looking cat, man. I mean, so he can definitely be. He'd be like a Roger Huerta. How do you say his name?
Well, here's the problem I have with KJ. You need to decide what you want to do because he took some time away from MMA to go box, and obviously that shit didn't work out.
Yeah,
'Cause he
I mean
went
that's
with
not going to
one-
work. Well,
But
That
with that
was-
said, no. Let's stay at the 155 class.
Okay.
Because here's the question, and since we don't have a lot to talk about, we got to try to drag this shit out.
okay.
Gilbert Melendez.
Yes, Gilbert Melendez.
Do you move him over into the UFC
Yes.
to fight at 155 and try
What about
stop? Jesus Christ.
Hammer time.
Or do you leave him in Strikeforce to fight that guy? Do you put him in Strikeforce and immediately have him fight for the 155 belt, or do you leave him there to have one more title defense against that guy, Medvedel, whatever the fuck your name is?
Well, who beat Masvidal? Do you have this? Because he lost a fight. Masvidal lost a fight.
Okay.
And I'm not sure.
He lost to Paul Daly by UD in shark fights in 2010. Okay,
And that's
Enough
it?
said.
We don't even know what the judging.
No,
is like
he
in
lost
shark fights.
before.
I've
He
never
lost
seen a
to
shark
Toby
fight.
Amida in Bellator in 09. And then
Okay.
he lost Rodrigo Dam in 08.
So he has
He has
so
a couple
as
losses,
of
but-
late, he's been good. He's been.
But
He's
that was an impressive performance.
Yeah,
to
he-
me, I think the guy. I think that he should get a title shot against Melendez.
I
And
say
then
you
if
take.
Melendez wins,
I say you take the top 4 fighters over lightweights because there's a lot. The top 4 are
little lightweight Grand Prix.
And just why not have a lightweight Grand Prix?
Because the UFC doesn't do that.
Right, but I say take the top 4 lightweight fighters at Strikeforce and shift them over to the UFC and give Melendez a title shot with whoever wins the next big upcoming bout at 155 in the UFC currently. I mean, I think Melendez has done what he's supposed to do to get a good shot. You know what I'm saying? He's the champion, and there's always going to be an upcoming opponent. And for somebody to rise and all of a sudden say, okay, we're going to put your shit on hold.
Oh, but wait, no. But we're doing that in the UFC because of the name recognition with
Absolutely.
Kenny Florian.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So you can't have it both ways.
Then you know what? Maybe Melinda should get a shot with Florian. That would be.
Florian's
45. Damn, he's going down to 145. Yeah.
Is it that, or is he all the way down to
no, he's 145.
So that's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
in other words, Masvidal, your career is, if this is the UFC, it looks like you're going to get put on the back burner. He's going to have to win 1 or 2 more fights at 155 for Dana White to wake up.
Yeah.
So move Gilbert should
have the name recognition.
Right. So move Gilbert over and let him fight the winner of those two the Jersey kid and the other guy.
Yeah.
Maynard.
Yeah. Edgar.
Yeah. Frankie Edgar's nasty, shorty.
It'll be interesting.
Now let's move on to what everybody tuned in to watch, the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix. The first thing we had was Josh Barnett versus Brett Rogers, and that's when the whole event started to get a little bit sluggish. I mean,
sluggish.
To
You fell asleep, and you like fucking Josh Barnett.
And Josh Barnett is my dark horse, but I know the type of fighter that he's a catch wrestler. I knew that he was going to eventually try to take Rogers down to the ground and submit him, which he did within.
Well, he basically laid on him.
He laid on him, smothered him, got him tired, and then he sunk him in a submission. There wasn't much to say about that fight because I think everybody expected. Go ahead, George has something to say.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just okay. Barnett won, put on a hell of a WWE promo at the end.
Oh, that was great.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was a little over the top. I think that's not going to make Dana happy.
That won't fly in the UFC.
And he needs to understand, as much you want to be your own man, you want to be your cowboy dude, you talked your way out of a job.
I just laughed when fucking Makeup Boy got the mics fucking thing.
Yeah, that was great.
That's the
for all you people who don't know who Makeup Boy is,
that ma'am junk on his lips.
Yeah, what?
Why does he look like a puppet? Who does his makeup? Because I'm going to tell you what, it's Gus Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Who does Gus Johnson's
I'm going to tell you right now, it's got to be a drag queen. Because you throw a wig on that cat and take them glasses off, somebody is blowing his
That is the worst announcing.
He's 3 strokes of lip gloss away from being RuPaul. And I'm going to tell you what, man. Yes, I said RuPaul. He looks terrible.
Yeah. He's
all the commentators.
Now let's face it. We obviously.
What about other dude who shaved his head?
I hope it's cancer. We obviously. Why else would he do that?
Shit. Jesus Christ.
Maybe he donated his. No, what I mean by not like he has cancer. Maybe he donated his hair to somebody for cancer.
Okay, good. Okay.
Or he has cancer. Anyway. Let's face it. All 3 of those cats have radio faces.
Huh?
So do we.
Yes, radio faces.
I have a face built for radio.
Hey, at least your noses aren't crooked and leaning to the left. I mean, Frank Shamrocks is making a left turn.
I hate adults with braces.
He's getting braces and he's getting his teeth fixed. But why
is his nose fixed?
That shit goes south and then east, right? It's heading down towards Dallas, and all of a sudden it says, "Fuck it, I'm going towards Jacksonville." He kicks off it. Anyway, I wouldn't say that to that crooked nose mug because he'd be like, "What the hell?"
Right upside.
Right. I'd be like,
now.
Okay.
Question. Let's get this a little more serious for 2 seconds, and then I'll turn it over to the clowns.
Okay.
Where does Brett Rogers go from here?
Oh, back to Costco flipping tires.
No, I'm being serious.
Huh?
Like, what happens to Brett Rogers? Because, I mean, he was your feel-good story of Strikeforce. He was the face. He was fucking flipping hamburgers and tires at the same time. And now he could quit. And his wife was in his corner, which made no sense to me. And that Bama has lost 3 of his last 4. He should fight his wife.
But I was thinking, okay, when she slapped on those white gloves, I'm like, is she in his corner or is she a proctologist looking for fucking customers in the fucking stands?
Hey,
I didn't understand
why. Good way to make
why
some money because your husband might be out of a job.
Well, I think
he's lost 3 out of his last 4.
Brett Rogers,
Overeem, and Emelianenko.
But he's fought 3 of the. You could arguably
to me,
he fought arguably 3 of the toughest guys. I sound like the Tasmanian devil.
And in there, he beat some dude named Ruben
Ruben Stoddard from fucking right. Shark fights. Oh, Ruben Stoddard's fighting now.
Oh shit!
Fucking didn't do good after his American Idol career, so now he's fucking fighting in shark fights.
This is the worst
What
show ever.
they cut 2 legs and 2 arms off that
This is the
cat?
worst show we've ever done. in the history of the show.
So, okay.
No, but I'll answer his question. To
Okay.
me, is I think that he will still have a job because I think he's one of those guys that you can put on the undercard that can fight in these heavyweight slugfests that George might not like, but that you and I find, and I think other people find exciting. Put him against
the winner of the
Dave
fucking
Herman or
Dynamo. Right. Yes, we're bringing it back up. Rewind, bitches.
that right there, because those guys are going to stand and bang.
To all our viewers out there, you might not know, but one of our main objectives is to just get George as irritated as we can because he becomes a very, 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 very funny motherfucker. But you're keeping your cool today, man.
Yes, I am.
Are you actually looking at golf on that shit? Okay. Anyway,
McElroy.
now let's get to what we would consider the main event, even though it was a co-main event, was Alistair Overeem versus Fabricio Werdum. Now,
Overeem's got no shot at beating Bigfoot Silva if he comes out and does that shit.
No.
I think to his defense, in the back of his head, he's like, okay, if I get entangled with this guy, he already kicked my ass back in 2006. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he needed to get over that hump with him. I was impressed by his fucking overall fucking power, man. Because for him to take another 250-pound man and stuff him like that and throw him around was impressive. What I was not impressed was his aggression, because it seemed like a couple times he hit him, he landed some good shots, and he just backed off like he was scared. Like if he went up on one foot with a kick, or if he did something, threw a shot that took him off balance.
He threw no kicks. Here's my problem. I literally, at the end of round 1, I gave the first round to Werdum.
I had the first round of Werdum too. Right.
He kept coming forward. Yes, he pulled guard, but you have to understand that's an offensive tactic when you're a BJJ guy.
Right.
He pulled guard a lot. He threw a lot of punches. He kept coming forward. And Overeem more than once backed up in the first round.
Oh, and he nailed him. I mean, he did a lot of aggressive shit.
I have no clue how 2 of those judges saw that 30-27 for Overeem.
Once again, Cecil Dilated Peoples was fucking one of the judges. I mean, come on, man.
That guy's a joke.
Every time he's judging, and I don't know. Well, obviously, I don't know what he was obviously still judges for the UFC, because they had the damn UFC doll with him, which I was going to purchase you for Christmas, but I feared that you might try to burn down my home. But everybody complains about this guy when he judges. Everybody complains. It's always something fucked up.
He even refs in the ring.
Yeah.
He can do less
damage. They should
damage.
move him further out of the building, not more closer.
But here's the thing.
Does he have some dirt on somebody?
Where can Cecil Peoples
Does this motherfucker have dirt on him?
He must. Well, where's he going to do less damage?
I mean, he's a black male, but does he, got some black male? Because this nigga shit, he might have some shit. You know what I mean?
I think you put him in the ring. If you want to limit the damage that man can do, put him in the ring and let him ref. Because he will fuck a scorecard up.
Yeah, I think he does fuck a scorecard up. I mean, the bottom line is this. Okay, this is the thing. Overeem did what he had to do. Obviously, he's a great striker. Werdum is obviously a great guy on the ground. They both were very scared of the other person. Although I will say this, when they did stand up, Werdum made his efforts to strike. Overeem finally, when he got to the ground, he did make his efforts to control and try to throw down elbows and do what he did. But both of them were definitely not comfortable.
If Verdum's game was taking him down, and that was clearly his game, he should have been working with someone in a wrestling background, learning truly how to take a guy down.
At least set up
because all he was doing was lunging, and that's not truly
and getting stuffed terribly.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to work against a guy of
I don't know if I've ever seen a fight where someone just was that unsuccessful trying to take someone down, and where somebody looked like they were just when he was trying to shoot in on Overeem, it looked like he was a little boy trying to do it. He literally was just tossing him and stuff. And
what are the odds of both Overeem and Barnett not coming up dirty?
Both of them not coming up dirty?
50-50? 60-40?
I don't know. To me, Overeem looked a lot smaller.
Overeem definitely looked smaller. Barnett looked like his usual self.
Barnett looked like Barnett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say both of them have too much going on right now. They don't. I'd say they're going to come up clean. I'd say there's a 25% one.
I would think with Barnett, I mean, he's already had three times. I mean,
dude.
He if he wants to keep fighting in this country, you have to keep it clean. Because I would say the next time he's just